Is that better, JB? Bronco, can you hear me? Can you hear? Yes, no? Yes? Okay. Anyways, you're absolutely correct, Bronco. God is king. Where's everybody from in here? Alabama here, North Alabama. Yeah, that's a Matthews Mission Craze. That is the only bow I own right now. Yeah, it's a good shooter. I don't really bow hunt a lot. Missed a good 8-point last season. Didn't really bow hunt much this season. I did, but I didn't shoot at anything. I love Buck 110. I have no idea what that says. Texas, that's pretty cool. What part of Texas? I've got some family in Texas. Carolyn, just logging on to try to talk to some people. Angie, they're plugs. Anthony, no thank you. My ears are stretched. These are my plugs. Yes, I take them out daily. I take them out to clean them. Bronco, what part of Texas are you in? How did I do it? It's basically just one size bigger each time. I started at an ear piercing just like normal and went up one size at a time. It's basically stretching the hole bigger slowly over time. A lot of people ask that. Not really. There's a little bit of pain involved, but certain sizes sucked. But overall, no, it wasn't that bad. Tattoos hurt a lot worse. Angie, your inappropriate comments aren't humorous. Sure, Mr. California. That's what we're here for. No, they don't hurt. They hurt every now and then, but not bad. I'm going to ignore the inappropriate comments. Mr. California, I am 29 years old, North Alabama. This, I appreciate it. This channel is just a So we do nuisance wildlife removal for the public. People people hire us to come in and get rid of nuisance wildlife. For example, I pulled a skunk out from under a house today. I pulled a skunk out from under the same house yesterday. Most of the time we do this with traps. Most humane way possible. Just hunting and trapping all the time. Having fun with it. Bronco, you trap too. That's awesome. Subscribe to the channel and you can see all kind of cool stuff. You can also go over to my Facebook page, S&S Hunting and Trapping. It's the same name as the YouTube channel. You can go check out that Facebook page, and you can message me on there, whatever. No, I have not. So most of my family, I've got a lot of family in Chicago and a lot of family in Colorado. How long have I been doing it? I've been hunting and trapping all my life. Through the state of Alabama, I just got my permit in 2024. So we've only been doing it for the public for just a couple months. You got a coyote not too long ago. That's awesome. I just got a gray fox not too long ago. That was pretty cool. I got it in a dirt hole set in a Duke number 3. I was targeting coyotes, but the gray fox got in there. Strong stomach. Yeah, some stuff's pretty nasty. Some stuff's really nasty, actually. The skunks were not fun. I've caught, I think, 7 of those since the new year. 9 since Christmas. That one today sprayed twice before I got there. It sprayed 3 times while I was there. So I appreciate that. Nobody. Did you do the taxidermy on the wall behind? No, I didn't. So those 3 were actually done by a guy that used to work with my dad. He unfortunately passed away just a couple months ago. So it's pretty cool that I've still got some of his art on the wall. Good food, yes sir. Yeah, skunks, I'm pretty used to it, but it still sucks getting it kind of in your clothes a little bit. What do I do with them? I try the most humane way possible on any animal first. After that, you know, it's kind of, it is what it is. You are absolutely correct. The Sweet Home Alabama thing, it's probably something inappropriate, but there is a song. Yeah, I appreciate that. I have some deer shoulder mounts. I could always take you guys in there and let you see them, but they're not in my office. The biggest deer I have in here is the one I killed this year. Little 8-point. Shot him just about a month ago. Yeah, you guys can leave the inappropriate comments somewhere else. I appreciate that. Battle blocks. Yeah, I'm not gonna respond to the inappropriate comments. I'm sorry. That's not what this page is about. This page is for educational purposes and entertainment. We are not doing the inappropriate thing. I don't eat skunk. I'm sorry. And we do not have any kinds of leopard or panther. They say there's some mountain lions around, but I've personally never seen one. A lot of bobcats. Those are cool. The gray fox is getting full body mounted. And then we've got a albino groundhog that is getting full body mounted. Yeah. Here in Australia, that's awesome. Big John and friends. I wasn't necessarily talking about you. I was just talking in general but I don't do any taxidermy work myself. Um, there are taxidermists out there that do pets. Most won't. Um, no, I'm not in North Carolina. I am in North Alabama. What do I hunt with? It depends on the animal. Deer hunt, I hunt with a 243 mostly. I like flat shooting around. Yes, sir. Um, yeah, Bronco. I could shout out Bronco 25 Outdoors. I'll definitely be checking you out. Like I said, you can go over to the Facebook. We've got a S&S Hunting and Trapping Facebook page too. I just got off live there. Um, you've got a 6.5. I hunt 6.5 Creedmoor for coyotes and bobcats. I've got a um, Ruger American 6.5 Creedmoor with a Magpul stock and a Vortex crossfire on. No, it's not a crossfire. I don't remember which Vortex it is. It's like a 4 to 25 by 50 millimeter. He was thinking of ordering beetles for skulls. I've never personally used beetles. I've actually been looking into it myself. One of the guys I watch, New England Naturals, he does a lot of beetle work, and they seem to be pretty cool. I've actually thought about getting into the skull game. I've got some skulls that I've had done. One of my really good friends does all my skull mounts. He just uses bull and pot. I like a 308 as well. 308's a good round. Always has been. That's why it's been around so long. Serial killer. Yeah, sure. Um, Riley, it's personal preference. It's teach their own. It's a thing I started back years ago. I've had them ever since. Some people like them, some people don't. It's how the cookie crumbles. It's how the world works. We don't have to agree on everything. Got a Ruger American 308 with a Boyd hardwood thumbhole stock. I bet that's nice. Um, I actually posted a short of that Ruger American. What made you want them? So that's actually a funny story. A buddy of mine, he had small ones, about the size of an eraser on a pencil. And back in the day, we used to, um, I will get to all the rest of these in a minute. Back in the day, we used to do bets with each other all the time just for fun. He's 30, I'm 29 now, but with kids. Um, so he told me, he said, get your ears pierced. You won't never have ears bigger than mine. So I bet him $100 on it. I won my $100 and just never stopped. So that's where that came from. Where do you hunt mostly? I hunt mostly North Alabama. Thank you, Bronco. Andres, that's okay. You can agree or disagree with my ears. Bronco, I think I think that one, the Trump or Biden, I think that's given. I like guns, so. um, have half my head shaved, and people make comments on my lives all the time. Just have to. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it's just how the world is now. Can't can't please everybody, and you gotta watch out who you offend, because you know how much how much have you paid to win the 100? I don't understand what you're asking. What's the biggest deer I've killed? I've got a 14 point in the living room. He was a 137, not very big. What's on your ear? Those are my plugs. They're basically oversized earrings. Have I ever hunted in Canada? I would love to, Martin, but I haven't been offered yet. Um, what's my favorite thing to hunt? That's a hard one. I really enjoy coyote hunting when they act right. Uh, Turkey hunting's fun. I really like hunting just about everything that I can get my hands on. Um, what gun do I use? I use a lot of different ones. Could you see the 14 point? Sure. What's my favorite flavor of deer? I'm not sure what kind of question that is. But I enjoy the ground burger from deer. Do I have a thermal? I'm actually working on that right now. Working up a deal on one. So there's the 14. He's a kind of a nasty booger. He's got stuff hanging off everywhere. Real old deer. And then I've got this 8 point. He's kind of goofy too. Um, yeah, I haven't really killed many big deer. I've focused mainly on nuisance wildlife. Um, I've killed a few small deer. That was my first buck. Yeah, I can show you a couple more things if anybody would be interested. A couple skulls and cool things like that. Says, let's see. Anytime you're interested, I have a place for you. Martin, go over to my Facebook page, S&S Hunting and Trapping, and shoot me a message on there. We'll discuss a few things. I meant how much did all the things cost, plugs, etc., until you won the $100. Oh, okay, yeah, the bet. So whenever your small sizes like a piercing, you can get kits on like Amazon and stuff to get up to that size for super cheap. So not much, but these, now that my ears are big, these cost me about $50 a pair. So they stay in for a while. Have you got any elk? I've never been invited to an elk hunt. We don't have elk in the south, in the southeast at least. Someone ran all your deer off. I hate that, man. You haven't gotten a chance to take a deer. If you were closer than Texas, I would help you out with that. What state do I live in? I live in Alabama, North Central. Lots of coyotes in your area. Yes. My name's Austin. Only 2 days until the golden age of America begins. Amen, brother. What time of? I use a lot of different things. So I've got a 243 that I mostly use for deer. I've got a 30-06 that I don't use much. I've got a 6.5 Creedmoor that I use mostly for coyotes and bobcats. Got the good old trusty rusty 22 long rifle for squirrels and rabbits, stuff like that. I'm about to transition into suppressed rifles. So I've also got an AR-15 in a 223 Wild. Um, yeah, I've got a lot of different ones. It just depends on what I feel like using and what I'm hunting that day. We have all whitetail deer here. I love 22 long rifle too. They're super cheap to shoot. You have mule deer, and the biggest one you've seen so far is a 10-point. Mule deer, awesome. Carson, I appreciate that. Battle blocks. You just got a suppressor. That is cool. So I'm about to transition into suppressors. I'm going to suppress my 6.5 Creedmoor, and I'm going to suppress probably a 22 mag. I might do a 22 long rifle. You really like 350 Legends. So I almost got one of those just to try it because they blow a big hole in just about anything. But yeah, I didn't get that one just because I was scared to. The ammo price kind of scared me away from it. 300 Win Mag's a good round too. They've been around forever. Any round that's been around for a long time, it's been around that long for a reason. You got Savage 220. I don't know what that is. I do have a 223 Wild Bronco. It's an AR-15 chambered in 223 Wild, which will fire 5.56 and 223, just like a 5.56 will, but the barrel port is a little bit tighter. Cameron, hi, Cameron. Yes, I have battle blocks. No, Bronco, I cannot do that on live feed. You can see them in some of my videos. I can't do that on live feed. They will kick me off quickly. Yes, I have merch. Right now I have this hat. I've got these sweatshirts. I've got a raccoon sweatshirt. I've got a turkey hat coming. I've got a raccoon sweatshirt and a turkey sweatshirt. I think I already said that. We've got shirts, adult and youth sizes. Yeah, they're all over on our Facebook page. I don't want to promote another app, but if you guys want to go check out the Facebook page, it's S&S Hunting and Trapping. Cameron, I assume that you're nowhere near me, but and Dawson, I assume you guys are nowhere near me, but I will ship. You can find all that info over at the Facebook page, and you can shoot me a message anytime. I'll get back to you whenever I can. Yeah, I would appreciate that a lot. Is that better? Somebody comment if that's better. Can everyone hear the audio? Yes. Thank you, guys. What am I working on my computer? I was just signing into Facebook so I can see if any of you guys actually jump over on the Facebook page. I can see you there and message you there. If anybody wants to jump over and send me a message, anything like that. Yeah. That's where I don't have a. So I'm about to open up an LLC Once I do that, I'll get an official website and all. I don't reload ammo battle box. I think my mic was cut out when I answered that, but I do not. Yeah, whenever I get my LLC, I'll have a full merch website and all that I can post on every individual app. But for now, I don't. It's all on Facebook. Gotta go to bed. I appreciate you joining in and doing some talking, Bronco. Like I said, jump over to the Facebook and shoot me a message. Whenever you shoot me a message, tell me that you're Bronco, because I won't know who you are. But yeah, have a good night, buddy. Yeah, I can ship anywhere within 48. I could try to ship outside of America too. It just may cost somebody a little bit more. But yeah, I could definitely ship to you. When did I start YouTube or merch or what? Shoot me a message, Dawson, on Facebook. Shoot me a message and we will figure something out. My current job, so I still work 40 hours a week at a day job. So I started that about a year and a half ago when I broke my arm. But when I started that job, it's a lot easier on my body because I was a diesel mechanic, and it was hard being a diesel mechanic to come home and really want to do anything other than sleep. And so I just started doing this in November is when I got my permit through the state. So yeah, and I just really started cracking down on it within the last month. If I ever had to bull, no, I have not. If you are going through that, I am sorry. Hunter, have a good night. I appreciate you coming in. What do I drive? I drive a 2021 GMC Canyon. Hey, Andrew. Hey, I did the Facebook Live thing for a little bit and had a good time over there. And I decided to jump on here, and it looks like it's paying off. We've had a pretty good number of viewers on this entire time. Some inappropriate, nasty comments, but I guess you'll have that with just about everything. Going pretty good so far, though. Oh, I really need to get this other microphone charged. I just got these mics off of Amazon. I haven't heard anything on it yet, but everybody over on the Facebook Live, they all said it sounds really crisp. It's really good sounding, so I'm pretty excited about that. There's some of them people out there. Yep, there are. Carlos, I actually have my hat distributor. These are all Richardson 112. He couldn't find any bottomland camo, but that's really what I wanted. So he went on Amazon, and they cost me a little bit more, but he got the only 6 available. So those are coming soon, very soon. I'll have those in hand by next week sometime. Bottomland camo, and one of them there'll be one with this patch and one with my new turkey patch. My biggest buck is 137 14 point out of Gunnersville, Alabama. Excuse me for just a second. Let me plug this up. All right. Any topics you guys want to talk about? Any questions? No, I did not say that. That is pretty cool though. I don't know that I could find a domesticated one, but I can sure enough find one that's not domesticated. Have I ever hunted in South Carolina? No. The only states I've hunted in are Alabama, where I'm from, and Tennessee, where my cousins live. Um, yeah, the crappie mount, it's a little bit old, but that was probably my biggest to date. Yeah, I could train one, but I'd have to catch them really small, and that's a lot of time. It would be pretty cool to have a little sidekick raccoon to go trapping with. Excuse me for 1 second. I thought someone was here. What is my dream car and truck? I've got a few. Um, so my dream car is a 1966 Cadillac Coupe de Ville on air ride suspension. That's one of my big time dream cars. 1957 Chevy Bel Air would be a cool one too. I've always wanted one of those, black with a silver top instead of black with a white top like they came. Truck, I don't really have a dream truck. I'd really like to have a, I don't know, I'd like to have a C10 all decked out. Liam, I appreciate that. Michigan fisherman, I'm going ice fishing on Monday. I've never been ice fishing. I've watched a lot of videos on it. I don't like the cold because I'm from Alabama, but it does look fun. Muskie and pike and pickerel all look fun. You trap coyotes for farmers under defense. It's a good way to catch them. And bait piles. Yeah, I've got my own ways that I can trap them. Carlos, I appreciate that. If you want to send me a message on there, feel free. Just tell me that you're from YouTube. That way I know. Those aren't hockey pucks, but I will ignore all ignorant comments and negative comments. So you're from Kazakhstan? That's awesome. I watch a lot of UFC fighters, so I'm sure you know a bunch of them. Yeah, Michigan is quite cold. Um, I've spent a lot of time in Northeast Ohio, around the Cleveland area. I didn't lose anything there, so um, yeah, I enjoy it. Um, right now it's 13. It is supposed to be quite gnarly here next week. Don't gauges stink. My mom's ex-husband had them, and she said they stink. It depends on what material you wear and how often you clean them. Just like anything else, if you don't wash your tail, it's going to stink. Wood is very porous. Wood does not get very nasty. I still wash my ears twice a day, no matter what. Andrew, I appreciate you jumping in and commenting a little bit. Have a good night. Got church in the morning. Dylan is from West Virginia. I've actually looked at land in West Virginia, just because it goes cheap. I'm sure it's because it's all mountain land, but I've actually thought about buying land there as like a vacation spot. You grew up in Indiana. There's some good fishing in Indiana. Flow, that's confusing. South Carolina is supposed to get 10 degrees temps next week. Yeah, it's supposed to get freaking gnarly. I haven't checked it recently because I don't really want to, honestly. I was pretty excited whenever they said there was more snow coming, but they changed that. So yeah, looks like Tuesday it's going to get down to 14 degrees in North Alabama. That is just nuts. Shout out from Kentucky. I've spent a lot of time in Kentucky too. It's negative 30 where you live. I'm out on that. You keep that. I mean, I say that, but I'm sure it's decent if you wear the right if you wear the right clothes. What size? I'm at an inch and 7/16, which is like 30 something I think it's 30 millimeter. Come to Maine, I would love to. Um, right now, unless I get basically sponsored, you could say, to come far away. I just can't afford to just up and come anywhere. Um, yeah, I'm sure. Um, I'm sure that Marlon does. I have not been to Oregon. The farthest west I've been, or the only really place west I've been, is Colorado. I've got a lot of family there. Shout out from Tuscaloosa. Oh yeah, that's about an hour and a half, 2 hours from me. I'm up here about an hour north of Birmingham. I'm sure you could figure that out with a little bit of research. Dylan, I will show the 14 point again in just a minute, if that's okay. Battle Blocks, I appreciate you coming in. Have a good night. California, I would like to go to California, but not right now. Oh, wolves would be cool to see. I would love to go on a wolf hunt. Um, oh yeah, I'm sure Michigan. I don't hunt with a 30-06 much anymore just because of the hole it blows in them. But our deer down here are a lot smaller than your deer up there. Down here, if we shoot a 100-pound doe, we're doing good. That's a baby for you guys. Dylan, if you're still in here, here's my 14 point. He's a little goofy looking guy. He's got stuff hanging off everywhere. His brow tines make him very unique. Um, and then here's my 8 point. Like I said earlier, I don't really have many big bucks. I've got another 8 point in here that I shot this year. I don't really shoot many big bucks. We don't have a whole lot of giant deer out here, but there's my first buck, and there is the buck I killed this year. I mostly mess with nuisance wildlife and predators now. Um, I don't do a whole lot of deer hunting anymore. Kind of burnt myself out on it, if that makes sense. I've deer hunted all my life, and yeah. Yeah, so when I shot this one, Michigan, just for size reference, this was a small but mature buck. He was the taxidermist said about 2.5 years old, which is not a giant by any means or an old buck by any means. But he was busting up a scrape. He was 170 pounds, all swelled up in rut. Dawson, I appreciate you coming in. Once again, I am not going to respond to inappropriate comments. Yeah, Dylan, anytime. I've got a couple more. Give me just 1 second. I'll bring these guys over here. I showed them in the last live. So I'm a big fan of turtles and turtle shells. I've only got the largemouth and and the crappie. My dad, me and my dad went out several years ago and did a big hybrid striped bass fishing trip. He caught one that was like 40 something inches. He got his buddy to mount it, but it doesn't look good, so it's at his house. I've thought about bringing it here and maybe hanging it above my computer or something, but just to save it, kind of. On average, our muleys are around 170. That is insane. Yeah, our southern deer don't get near as big. Sorry, I got a phone call. You're 45, been hunting since 12. Is that in Canada that you're talking about? You're the one from Canada, right? What name? Compound bow. That's a Matthews Mission Craze, so it's the shorter one. Talon, what's up? Yeah, Michigan. I would love to come kill a Michigan deer. Anyways, so this is a little slider shell that I found back years ago when I was a kid still. I found it on a beaver dam out at my parents' place. So I thought that was pretty cool. I didn't do anything to it. I didn't bleach it or anything. I found it just like this. This is a box turtle that I found while squirrel hunting earlier this year. That's pretty cool too. Didn't do any work to it. It found it just like that. Have I killed a deer this year? Yes, I'll show you the 8-point here in just a second. This is a raccoon skull that one of my buddies did for me. This was an old warrior raccoon. He had done ground down both of his canines on both sides. So he was pretty cool. And then this is a bobcat. This is my favorite skull I have. That's a pretty gnarly one. Do I have a crossbow? No, I do not have a crossbow. I don't hunt crossbow. I know a lot of people that do. Nothing wrong with it. But I personally don't. Talon. This is the 8-point that I killed this year. I've still got to hang it up. Yeah, there's that. Alabama, North Alabama. I'm gonna get these skulls and stuff put up. Oh, archery elk is the best hunting rush you will ever get. Yes, I have watched a lot of archery elk hunting. That looks insane. That's a huge animal, and they're normally right up in your grill. Wolves, on the other hand, I would love to do that too. We just don't have them around here. I think you got to go way north to find wolves. Yes, that's a compound. That's a Matthews Mission Craze. They're a little short bow. You're in West Virginia, live in the mountains, have a crossbow, and it can shoot 50 yards. And there's a 10-point buck. Man, hunt that thing hard. I don't know how. I don't know much hunting other than here, but I can recommend set up cameras everywhere you think that buck is going, everywhere you think he is. Figure out his pattern and just work that pattern, man. Shoot him. Yeah, I found him. Oh, you already took the shot at him, man. I don't know. Here in Alabama, we can bait. You just have to have a special license on your hunting license on the Outdoor Alabama app. You can buy a residential bait license, so we can actually hunt over corn. So I would still be hunting him. Don't give up till season's over. And if season's over already for you guys, set cameras, watch where he's at, make sure, and then next season, watch your cameras big time. See if he comes back. You got a 12 pointer last year. Heck yeah, man. Idaho is some of the cheapest non-residents hunting, bro. Your deer and elk tag is valid for cougar, wolf, and bear also. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out. My biggest buck's a 137, nothing crazy. Yeah, you can't bait all of Alabama, but in my area you can. It just depends on what zone you're in. So in Alabama, we have different zones. I'm in zone A, I believe. I'd have to double check. You hunt pure mountains everywhere you walk. You're going uphill. Lots of. You're from North Alabama? Yeah, me too. Are you in the chronic waste disease area? Yeah, Martin. That sounds like pack in, pack out kind of thing. Oh, okay. So you're up there in like Lauderdale County. Um, what is my favorite kill? Exactly where you're from. Yeah, man, that sucks. Hopefully they'll get that stuff figured out or taken care of, or I guess you just got to take them all out. I don't know. Um, my favorite kill this season has been my gray fox for sure. Overall, I don't know, honestly. We've got an albino groundhog. That's pretty cool. Got a 9-point buck on camera. Those are coming in at 4:30 p.m. and oh yeah, oh yeah. You better be where he's at, sitting waiting on him. You're at the hunting club right now. Awesome, man. Our hunting club that we're in now, we don't have a clubhouse, so yeah, but it's only like 15 minutes down the road. Um, yeah, I'm done deer hunting for the season, unless I get permission somewhere else. But I'm not gonna ask permission. I'm fine with being done for the season. The club we're in is only 350 acres, and there's me, my dad, my brother, and one of our friends hunting in it. So we manage that land very well. So we normally only shoot one buck a year out there. If we need any other meat, we go to a different spot and shoot up a doe somewhere. But we try to manage that land out pretty well. And we've got some freaking gnarly giants. Have I ever killed a bear? No, we have the occasional black bear that runs through, but I've never seen one, and they're illegal to kill in Alabama anyway. So, black bears at least. Yeah, 2 blinds, 3 deer stands on 100 acres of land. Yeah, that's about normal. Shot an 8-point and a 250-pound doe. My goodness, that's not in Alabama. 6-point, 7-point, 125-inch, 8-point, all public. Yeah, man. Buckbuster, we're actually gonna set up a booth at the World Deer Expo this year. So stay in touch, man. Come see us down there. My biggest buck score is only 137. Like I said, I don't really do a whole lot of trophy buck hunting anymore. I do only shoot deer that I think are shooters, but I don't do a whole lot of deer hunting anymore. Mainly focus on nuisance wildlife. That is a Matthews. Hey man, it'd be awesome to meet you. Yeah, so where I'm at, there's big hills and hollers, but we call them hills and hollers. We don't call them mountains here. But most of those big bucks will get on top of the ridge and work that top ridge. Am I gonna hunt anything else? I'm always hunting, man. We did a little beaver work today on Beaver Swamp. Took out a skunk from out from under a house today. Got squirrel and rabbits. We're gonna kind of wait until after deer season to really hammer down on those. Then we've got a hog hunt, and then February 28th, actually, there's a big coyote hunting tournament close to here. We're going to join that. Then turkey season. After turkey season, you got a little bit of time to fish before dove season, and then back to deer season. I don't remember what the inches on that crappie were. It was either right at or just over 2 pounds. It was the biggest one I caught at the time, and I was young when I got it, so I was still living at home with mom and dad. I need to come to West Virginia. Yeah, I'd really enjoy West Virginia. I like being in the middle of nowhere. That seems like most of West Virginia. What's my favorite one I have? Probably my 6.5 Creedmoor. It's a good one. I just got it not too long ago, which I don't really have favorites. Because once I have a favorite, I'll buy another one, and then it'll be my favorite. Whichever one the new hasn't wore off of yet, I'll go that way. SGW Outdoors. I'll have to check out your channel. Ivan, I don't know what that says. I speak English, and I barely do that. Any more questions? Any topics you'd like to talk about? Any video suggestions? Video ideas? Got to get back to work. That's a slab daddy you got on the wall. See you at Deer Expo. What's the date to the expo? Let me double check it. Because I will tell you wrong if I don't double check myself. July 11th through the 13th. As soon as I get a booth number, I will post it on here somewhere, somehow or another. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about that one. We're going to do a huge giveaway there too. So I do a lot of hunting videos. I've been super busy with the business right now, but I will have some more hunting videos. We're about to have an explosive video. It's going to be a video 100% on tannerite and blowing up beaver dams and a beaver hut. Yeah, we're going to do that. That's going to be cool. I should come to South Alabama. I've been to South Alabama a lot. Never been invited to hunt South Alabama. I would love to have a connection down there for some hog hunting. I actually want to really badly, and I want to put a wild hog in the freezer. Man, you didn't come south at all, Martin. I appreciate that, Dylan. If you want to check out the Facebook page, shoot me a message. Just tell me you're Dylan from YouTube. Have I been to Texas? I have not. I've been close. I've been to Colorado. I would love to come take that out, AO. I'm sure you've got plenty of people lined up for that, but I'd like to. I'd really like to have a big one for grounding up in the sausage, and I'd like to shoot a couple little ones to do whole. But Hey, I appreciate that, McThuggus. I like your name too. Just trying to make it on these platforms. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Jesus is king. You're correct. Got to get up in the morning and go worship. We are a Christian-based channel. Tyler Henry, I just bought a 2021 GMC Canyon. I don't need another one unless it's stupid cheap. I'd probably trade you a for one if it was a cheap enough. Hunter, what's up? Yes, S&S Hunting and Trapping on Facebook. It's the same exact. It's actually this logo. It's the same exact name. Fish, sleep, repeat. Yeah. We're definitely Christian based. I've got a pretty cool cross with Jesus in the center of it on like a metal cutout that's gonna go hung underneath that 8-point whenever I get him hung on the wall. Dylan, your dad is correct. Let's see. Lots of hiking videos to be done in Canada. So we can shoot black bears. We got wolves, big white-tailed deer, moose. That's I'd love to come see that. My biggest buck's 137. How big was that crappie? He was like he was either right at 2 pounds or just over. What's up with the gauges? It's just something I like, man. Biggest buck's 137. What's the story on the 3-point? That was my first buck ever. What's up, Carlos? Biggest deer I killed, 137-inch buck. The 3-point up there, my first buck, it was my first time in Tennessee without my dad. So I was sitting up in a holler in a place I'd never been before with some cousins I barely knew at the time. And they set me down by myself, and Mr. 3-point come out shaking the leaves off a little sapling. I busted him, and I actually had to shoot him twice. I shot him in the shoulder, and when I shot him, he was coming down the hill straight at me, and I shot him again in the chest, and he was done. Yes, I have church tomorrow. Please. Just 1 second. Yeah, I'm on YouTube Live. Yes, please. Talon, I appreciate you coming in. Dylan, yeah. I had hunted a lot and seen a lot of does, killed a few does, and never got a chance on a buck. And I was sitting by myself and had nobody tell me no. Now I'd shoot him all over again for a first buck. Now nowadays we've got good enough deer. I could have put somebody on that buck. I actually told a lot of people to go set that stand. I said, if you go set that stand, I guarantee you'll shoot a new buck that hadn't been on camera yet. And lo and behold, I got up and went, set that stand, and shot a new buck that's never been on camera before. So, have I ever caught a rainbow toe? I think it's supposed to say trout. Yeah, I've caught a rainbow trout. We've got a spot down here in Alabama, just right up the road from my house, actually. where they stock rainbow trout in a river. I'm not really sure why they do it, but a lot of people go out there and fish, and I've caught quite a few there. Frozen Mind, I appreciate it. That's not even half of what I've got. I'd like to, sooner or later, move that junk and make that wall, or expand this wall a little bit. Just put everything in here in my little office. I just put my little office together. Yeah, I'd like to get everything in here at some point. Travis T, you wish your ears were bigger. Keep stretching, man. Your mom used to have stuff like that. That's cool. Yeah, I've got quite a few taxidermy pieces laying around everywhere. My biggest buck's only 137. Any more questions? Yeah, it's not that, it's a really big buck for around here. But for people, for like Facebook, I mean YouTube Live, it's not that big because a lot of people are used to giant bucks. What kind of bow do I hunt with? That's a Matthews Mission Craze. Christina, no, I am not. Diane, these are basically oversized earrings. I trap anything and everything, except I try not to trap domesticated dogs. I live in Alabama, North Alabama. Yeah, I'm not saying that, Clive. No, I'm not African. Oh, you're good, Christina. Perry, Georgia. I'm not sure where that's at. Probably not too far. You're from PA? Yeah. You guys have a really big trappers association up there. You guys still do fur trapping. Our furs down here suck compared to yours, so we don't really have a fur market. Um, so I actually just caught a beaver the other day. I've just set some beaver traps out. I don't know if you've ever tried it, but I cut the bag straps out of it. I'm pretty excited to try that. Favorite type of fish to fish? That guy right there, crappie. I love crappie. Wyatt, I don't hunt bear. I would love to. I would love to be invited to a bear hunt. So we've got very few otter. Um, Not many. If I trap one, I'd be surprised. I could. I mean, I know where some are, but I don't really have a reason to. I would love to take out almost all the beavers on the planet, but just because of what they do to our ecosystem down here. Live coyote market for you. Yeah, coyote market's pretty decent. We just don't. We got to wait on the truck and stuff, and we don't have any fur buying stores or market or anything. We got to wait on the truck to make its round down here, and it's a hassle, man. Oh, you have a bear for a compound bow. Okay, you talking about a bear bow? Um, no, I've never shot a bear. Me and my brother both use um, Matthews. I've shot a couple Hoyts. Oh, it's like roast beef. Oh, I bet that's cool. So that one surprised me, man. I didn't realize how hard they were to skin. They've got some thick skin and some thick wool underneath that hair. There's that'll dull out a good sharp knife pretty quick. You got a 7 point this winter in New York, upstate, I'm assuming. My favorite thing I've ever hunted. Difficult question. 330s. I don't do drowner sets. I run Duke 330s. Upstate with a bow. Heck yeah, man. I've got a friend that I work with at the day job. He's from upstate New York. Yeah, I run Duke 330s, and I run for the nuisance calls for like skunks and stuff like that. I normally run um, box traps, cage traps. Now with coyotes and bobcats and fox and stuff like that, actually run Duke number fours, um, footholds, big footholds. I don't care. I mean, I'm gonna check my traps daily. If they gnaw their leg off, I doubt they will, but if they do, we'll catch him again or catch him hobbling across the field and bust him with a deer rifle. Or with raccoons, I use dog proofs, Duke dog proofs. It sounds horrible to say, but I was kind of hoping sooner or later I'd get a sponsor offer on the channel for some kind of trapping company to change my mind about Dukes. But so I've never really ventured out to try any new traps, and I don't really use enough steel traps to bother. But um, the beavers are just on my dad's property. We're not getting paid to do those or anything, so it's kind of just a hey, I wonder if I can catch a beaver. Yeah, let's go try it. Yes, I've caught a lot of possums in traps. I caught 43 or 44 last year. Posty. I don't know about all that, but yeah, it's hard to keep the possums out of the traps. I've caught only 2 this year so far, luckily. I'll go ahead and knock on wood. Everything's been slow here right now, though. We're down in the teens and weather. So everything down here in the southeast is not used to that kind of weather. So they're all hunkering down, except for skunks, man. Skunks are wearing us out this year. Have I ever caught a bobcat? I have not targeted any bobcats. I know I could if I targeted one, but I've shot a bunch of them. Going? Where are you going? Oh, favorite to hunt with? It depends on the critter I'm after. I really like my 6.5 Creedmoor for coyote hunting. Um, you're gonna live. I mean, I hope so. 6.5 Creedmoor, I would go headshots on deer if I ever take it out. But have I ever caught a bobcat on accident? No, I haven't. I accidentally caught a gray fox in a. I mean, it wasn't really an accident. I thought it was pretty cool, but I didn't know there was any gray fox out there setting for coyotes. Um, yeah, pretty cool. I personally have not caught any bobcats on accident. I've heard of people doing it a lot, but me, not so much. I've ran a bunch of raccoon dogs, and not so greatly trained dogs will get on a bobcat. That's horrible. Brent, that's a lot. Just 1 second. Oh, all right, I'm back. Carlos, if you're still in here, I think I just seen where you followed the Facebook. I appreciate that. Um, I really enjoy crappie fishing. I just don't do a lot of fishing anymore. Any more questions? Any topics? What kind of dogs? Depends on who I go with. I had a walker, but I got rid of her. She was a heck of a dog, man, but I just didn't have enough time for her with all the, because I do hunting and trapping. Nuisance wildlife removal is the proper way of saying it, I guess, but as a business now on my own, and with the help of a couple friends. But so I work about 45 hours a week, and then after work I go do all that. So I just really didn't have any time for her. But I appreciate that, Brent. Um, I run a lot of curs with some friends. They run all camera cur dogs. They're really good two-timing dogs. They'll tree squirrels during the daytime and raccoons at night. James, probably today. We shot a 2 pound block of tannerite. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm sure I probably could, but I've never really seen the need to do that. Okay, Dylan, that's fine. I appreciate it. I only killed one deer this year. Um, I've done a little bit of all of it, Brent. Mostly shooting house. I don't really mess with tree stands anymore. Sleeping Beauty, I appreciate it. Um, I used to do a lot of climbing, but not much anymore. With only 350 acres, there's not really a need when we've got ladder stands and ground blinds and um, shooting houses everywhere. And all of our shooting houses have propane heaters in them. So, yeah, I got a gray fox. They're not seen very often down here, which was what surprised me so much about catching that one. Um, my next live, I don't know. This one was kind of on a whim. I'll probably do next weekend at some point. I need to come up with a schedule. Um, but yeah, whenever you get um, onto the Facebook page, you can check all the updates there. But yeah, we don't have many gray fox at all. We've got a lot of reds. Um, I am getting him full body mounted. By the time I got to him, his paw was all messed up. He was an old warrior male. All his teeth were busted up. He was old fighting male. But went ahead and dispatched him and took him to the taxidermist. He's getting full body mount and trap set. Actually, he's going to be with one of his paws out with a Duke trap hanging off his paw. It's going to be cool. Um, yeah, Brent, that happens a lot, especially with morning coffee. James, it just all depends on who your neighbors are, I guess. I shot that buck, that 8-point. Yeah, Dylan, check out the Facebook page whenever you can get on it, and you can see all the updates there. The other guy, Zayden, this is the one I killed this year. A little 8-point, not a bad one. My first deer was a doe. My first 2 or 3 deer were does. We didn't hunt much when I was a kid. I got into it pretty good once I hit like my teenage years, and now we all hunt a lot. Mark, you mean what kind of trap is it going to be on his paw? Brent, I plan on doing more lives. I'm going to break them up between Facebook and YouTube. I am monetized on Facebook, so people can send stars on there. We did pretty good earlier, so I'll be doing both YouTube and Facebook. Mark, I've got an extra Duke number 3, so it'll probably be that one. Plus, his paw was all jacked up anyway, so it'll help my taxidermist out. James, the thrill of bow hunting is like no other, but I personally like long shots in the rain. Kind of specific, but I love hunting rain. I believe the big bucks move more in the rain. They feel less pressured, and I really like shooting long shots. Yeah. These are actually ours. I've got both of these. We're actually doing a video giveaway for all of you. So the video giveaway, you can win exclusive. We did Columbia Blue exclusively for giveaways. So you'll win one of these and then one of the Crooked Creek Workshop hats. You can check the video out or on the YouTube channel. It's labeled just video giveaway video. If you win, I'll ship it to you for free. 2 Richardson 112 hats. Check it out. I'm not sure if that's an inappropriate question or not, but we trap them. I just got to. Ooh, yeah, that sucks. Bad. We think the big buck that we've been after got killed yesterday on some land not far from ours. 13 and dropped 7. That's insane. That's a lot. We could have shot a bunch of does, but we could have shot a bunch of young bucks too, but we're all after a certain one. And then that guy, he showed up without ever being on camera or anything. So he showed up busting up a scrape, and that was his last day. Message retracted. Yeah, go check out the video giveaways. I've got a giveaway on Facebook going on right now, and then I've got a video giveaway right now for these 2 guys. Favorite water bottle brand? I don't know if you're talking about bottled water or just like reusable water bottles, but I like Dasani. No, that's not my biggest deer. My biggest deer is a 137 14-point. Yeah, James, that happens way too much, honestly. There's been 2 young but good deer killed on my road by cars this year. But I don't hunt around my house, so I watch the deer here and shoot them at the hunting club. I don't know what that says. Got 99 people in here. Wow. Yours is 174. That's awesome. Is that a southern deer or no? No, I didn't figure so. Our southern deer don't get very big. Uh-oh, I hit the wrong button. My Facebook page just got changed into a Meta Business Facebook page, and I'm not 100% sure how to run it. Yeah, I only have an acre here that my house is at. Hey, I appreciate that, Brent. I'm not sure if that was serious or not. 8x6, that is, was it a whitetail? If that was a whitetail, that dude was huge. Hey, keep going. This spike seat just like an 8-point. Dang, I'd like to see it. Is it posted on your channel, Hayes Outdoors? I'd like to see that buck. How long have I been trapping? Basically all my life. It was 3. I'm not sure what that says. Oh, it's not? Okay. I was gonna say if it's posted on your Facebook, I mean your channel, I'd have to go check that out for sure. I like it all, honestly. I really enjoy trapping. You never know really what you're gonna get. Plus, it's cool to see them up close and personal. Any more questions? Any topics? If anybody wants to check out the Facebook page, we've got a couple merch giveaways there. Brent, I do make videos. I'm gonna start doing a couple of like vlog style videos. That last video I just posted, it had a little bit of an audio issue, which is why I bought these microphones to hopefully fix that. No, I've never shot any undersize. I'm not really sure. So the only undersize we can get here is spotted fawns. I am pretty tight with one of the game wardens here, so I text him. I text him pretty regularly. back and forth about different stuff. So yeah, that's pretty nice. You just put it on your channel. I will definitely check it out. Hawk Slings. What's up, Hawk Slings? I am from North Alabama. Is that like rifle slings? That was off that Facebook Live. Yeah, I plan on doing a lot of turkey hunting this season. We've got some pretty good turkeys where we're from. From Iowa. Big deer there too. Yeah, Iowa makes sense. If there was 170-inch deer around here, which there are, just very few and far between, but that would be like, it would probably be posted on the news channels on Facebook. Planning on shed hunting. I thought about doing a little bit of shed hunting. We get a doe a day and $3 a year. We can shoot one doe per day and $3 per year, depending on what part of Alabama you're in. Zayden, I'm in Alabama. Brent, I turkey hunted for the first time last year, and I had a couple opportunities to pull the trigger, but didn't. And only one of them I kicked myself for. I was really waiting on one specific gobbler. I should have shot the one I'm talking about. I should have shot him. He had about a 6-inch beard, but there was a big gobbler out there that everybody was after. His beard was dragging the ground in front of him. But yeah, I don't. Who knows if he's even still alive? It's so hard to keep up with turkeys. I know there's been a lot of turkeys seen this deer season at our spot. Oh, sorry about that. Favorite shotgun to use? I hunt Stoker. It's not my favorite, but that's what I use. I don't make the money to go buy a $2,000 shotgun. nor do I want to. Stoker does just fine for me. Now, turkey season, I'll use a Remington. What's it called? It's a little short Remington built for turkeys and predators. Let me look it up. You hunt in Dalton, New York? That maybe, that's pretty close to where my friend's from. I don't remember exactly where he said he was, but there it is. It's the 870. No, it's not. Yeah, there it is. Remington model SP10 turkey gun. That's the one I'll be borrowing during turkey season. 12 gauge. Oh, you hunt in Dalton, and Doug lives in Dalton. It's pretty neat. You hunt with a 410? Yeah. His name's Aaron Foote. He doesn't live there anymore. 410. I've seen some gnarly 410 turkey loads. I've actually thought about getting a little single shot 410 just because they're light. They make some over unders I was looking at today at the gun store. 410 over under. Those are pretty cool. I'd like to see how they pattern out. Be a pretty cool turkey gun. Jacob, what's up? I'm pretty good. How are you? Just came in here to talk and chit chat a little bit. And it turned into 95 minutes because you guys are doing so good on here. Yeah, sometimes the lives do very well. Sometimes they don't do very well at all. Sometimes they do like they're doing tonight, where we've had an average of probably averaging around 100 viewers at a time. So that's awesome. And sometimes you got like 3 or 4 the whole ride. So $2 in a doe this season. Good job. I don't know what y'all's bag limit is, but if you can shoot 3, you better get out there and shoot that third one. Probably gonna wrap it up pretty soon. If anybody's got any more topics they want to talk about, any kind of questions, any tips on anything. I'm not good with life tips. I'm good at hunting and trapping tips. Hi from Argentina. What's up? Oh, you're only allowed $2 and 2 does. Eduardo, I'm from Alabama in the USA. Are you guys shotgun state? shotgun and muzzleloader state, or do you guys get to hunt rifle? Let's go into Brent and Doug. So we don't actually have tags here in Alabama. It's all mostly electronic now. They got a new game check on the app. I would show you, but I'm using my phone to record. We just we go on Outdoor Alabama and tag our deer online, and that's it. You just got to take your number in. This is both our preferred rifle. Yeah, I would too. I've never deer hunted with a shotgun. I don't imagine it's very easy. You're a rifle muzzleloader. I don't hunt muzzleloader either. We only have 1 week before our deer season, but that's muzzleloader. What topic do you talk about on your channel? We do hunting, fishing, trapping, basically anything outdoors. Pretty much all the guy stuff, like four-wheeler riding. Sometimes we do. I don't think we've posted any motorcycle riding, but basically anything outside. Okay, so y'all's aren't physical tags anymore either. Hey, I ordered you this and it came in, but it came in wrong. So it says my instead of your. It's supposed to say your, and it says my. Yeah, I don't know that there's many states that do. You subscribed, I appreciate it. I don't know that there's many states that do physical tags anymore. I'm sure there are some, but we just have to have our number through the app that it gives you, the generated number that it gives you whenever you take it to the processor. Whitney, thank you. That's my first buck and my most recent buck. Okay, so this is all we get in Alabama. If I can get it out, which most people don't even get these, but it's going to take me a second to get it out of my wallet. So you can pay an extra, like, I think it's $5 for a hard copy of your licenses. And I chose the 1911 this year. But it's got all your information that I'm not going to show on the back. And then all the rest is online. Don't cry, it's okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure where you get that, but Whitney, I've got the shoulder mounts in the living room. One of these days I'll get everything moved in here. I'm not in a rush though. Eduardo, I'm not sure what that question means. You've killed 2 ducks. I haven't been duck hunting in years. I don't plan on it either. I used to duck hunt a lot. It's, I don't know. I don't like it too much. Yeah, we get so you can get the option to either print it out on a piece of copy paper, or you can pay like $4 or $5 extra and get a hard copy sent to your mailbox. I prefer that. and they've got several different options. They've got like 6 different options. I chose the 1911 this year. Channel's been cutting off. That's why I can't keep chatting with you. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure what that is. Biggest deer, 137, 14 point. Yeah, we used to only get the pieces of paper, but I'm glad they got the hard copies. I actually fell in the creek last Sunday, checking beaver traps, and I went all the way under everything: rifle, phone, wallet, everything. High fence, no. You haven't shot your first deer yet. I've seen some, but didn't get me a shot. Keep going. Phone is at 8. Gotta go. See you soon. Yes, sir. I appreciate you stopping by. I don't do lives every day. This is only my second live on YouTube. I plan on doing a lot more. Hayes Outdoors, what's up? I plan on doing a lot more, Eduardo, especially if they keep performing like this one. But no, I've only done 2 so far. I mean, should I do more? What do you guys think? Should I go live more? Do some more hunting and trapping talk? Whitney says yes. Favorite, Hayes says yes. Jesus does love you. Everyone says yes. Awesome. I didn't know that YouTube Live has performed very well. Favorite to use is, I don't really know. I love shooting my 6.5 Creedmoor. That's just a super smooth rifle. I don't know how to say your name, but what's up? Yeah, that's 6.5 Creedmoor. It's got a Magpul stock. It's a Ruger American. It's got like it's got a vortex like a 4 to 25 by 50 millimeter. That's just a sweet shooting rifle. You have a 243. That's what I deer hunt with. I deer hunt with a Remington Model 711 bolt action 243. Wolf Phillips says 380. That is what I keep in my pocket at all times. I keep a Ruger LCP Max 75th anniversary with a polished slide in my pocket at all times, except for when I'm going to sleep. And then it stays on the nightstand right next to the bed. Your name is Alex from Russia. Hello, Alex from Russia. Deer hunt with a 380? No. Vladimir, sure, you can tell me something as long as it's not inappropriate. Yeah, the scope on yours is 600. The one on my 6.5 Creedmoor is around the same price. Alex from Russia. I am from North Alabama, United States. Can I play Roblox? I mean, I guess if you want to. I'm not. Yeah, I know a couple people from Russia. I haven't talked to them in a long time. They back when I was a diesel mechanic, I had a few Russian truck drivers that came through pretty regular. Is property cheaper in Alabama? Our property is pretty high. It just depends on where you're from. Alex E. That's a difficult question. Depends on who's asking. Hi, Lily. That's not a question I feel comfortable answering on YouTube Live. Wolf Phillips, I am 29 years old. I appreciate it, Whitney. We've also got a Facebook page with the same name. Post on there daily. Got a couple hat giveaways going on there. Alex E. In total, I don't feel comfortable answering that question on YouTube Live. If we were in person, I would answer that question, but not on live. John, good try. Micah, thank you for stopping by. Do I have a VR headset? No. Yeah, I see what you did there, John. Tell him I said appreciate it. Our biggest buck, 137-inch 14 point from Gunnersville, Alabama. Favorite color? I really like the color black, but I don't know. I like purple, and I like this color green. Much love from Houston, Texas. What's up, Houston? Hayes, I appreciate it. Not Oreos. Those are palm wood. My most expensive, probably my AR-15 build. I do some fishing, not much anymore, but I used to fish a lot. I really enjoy saltwater fishing. Why though? It's just something I decided to do, I guess. Yeah, I'll be your friend, Hayes. I don't have any pets anymore. I had a walker, female walker pup. I felt bad because I couldn't give her the attention she needed, so I gave her to a farm owner. You make deer tamales. Man, that sounds good. No, I've never tried them, but that sounds really good. I appreciate it, Alex E. You have 2 birds, 1 dog, and 1 guinea pig. That's awesome. Just start this almost 2 hours ago at 9 o'clock. I have a 45-hour a week job, and I run my own business as well. So um, she's living a much happier life on a farm. Um, we have 2 meat pigs. They're more like pets than you know. That is a Matthews Mission Craze. I am 29 years old. It's been a popular question tonight. Yeah, I'll turn dirty 30 in August. I do. I've actually got some in the refrigerator right now, but I'm not going to make dumplings out of them. I'm just gonna grill them. I have not Buckeye. I've heard of a lot of people eating them. I personally haven't tried it. I don't see where it would be bad, but I also don't see where it would be good at the same time. I don't know. Maybe good in a roast, like roasted back legs. Um, every now and then. I try not to until I run out of the rest. My farthest shot was the 8 point that I showed earlier. Not this one, but the one on the wall in there. That was my farthest shot at an animal. 325 fish yards, give or take a couple. I've shot up to 500 before, but down here in Alabama, there's not really many places to even get to 500. Um, I would really like to find a long range shooting range for the 6.5 Creedmoor. I really want to get out to 1,000. I'd really like to get out to 800, but I really, really want to try 1,000. Yeah, there's not really anywhere here to shoot that far. I don't know what your name or your message says. Can't read that. I speak English and I barely speak that. One hundred 23 viewers. It's wild. My favorite food, probably chili. I like some chili, as long as it's not full of onions. Oh, Tom, that's pretty cool. Where is he from? North Carolina. That's not super far away. It's probably like, depending on what part. I think Myrtle Beach, that may be South Carolina. I'm not sure. I think Myrtle Beach is like 8.5 hours. Whitney, what part of Mississippi? North, south, central? Central, you're probably not far from me. So I am about 45 minutes to an hour north of Birmingham. Whitetail here. I would love to. I would love to get the chance at a mule deer. If I could put a mule on the wall, that'd be pretty awesome. I really want to shoulder mount a pronghorn antelope, like out there at Colorado, where a lot of my family is. I'd really like to shoulder mount one of those. Nevada too, yeah. I would really, really enjoy one of those. One, my taxidermist is actually working on one right now. I went and seen him the other day. Roll Tide. Not this year. They didn't do good this year. I'm an NFL fan myself, but my team did pretty good when they were supposed to. Well, they did pretty bad when they were supposed to do pretty good. Have I hunted moose? No, there are no moose anywhere near Alabama. That would be another cool one to go to. If I ever got invited to do a moose hunt, I would be all in. I'd get on a plane the next day. Landon, what's up? Someone's playing their music entirely too loud outside. So is everyone here on YouTube Live? Is the YouTube Live doing so well tonight because of TikTok being like whatever they are right now, shut down or in the process of shutting down, or is that why YouTube Live's doing so good? Landon, we get the occasional black bear here. It'll pass through and get its picture taken several times on its way through, but we don't really have many black bear. There's no grizzlies, but we don't have a season for bear. I would love to do that too. I'd like to hunt anything that I've never hunted before, and I've also heard that bear is very delicious. Wolf and Hayes says yes. I'm guessing that's to the TikTok ban thing. In my 25 years of existence, I'm proud to say I've never been on TikTok. TikTok was a good time consumer, I guess, but maybe with them shutting down or getting banned or whatever, maybe that'll give some of the other apps a little bit of attention. TikTok is very strict on what you can and can't show and what you can and can't talk about anyway. So there was no possible way of us ever getting monetized on there. They kept hitting us for animal abuse for showing animals in live cage traps, which doesn't harm the animal whatsoever. They hit me with a ban, a 7-day ban or whatever, um, because I posted a video of me petting a possum and flagged it as animal abuse. Um, it's not like I was doing anything wrong, but yeah. Um, anyways, I just got monetized on Facebook. That's pretty cool. Working on getting monetized on here. Um, so honestly, I could care less. They don't let you show cool stuff. So it is what it is. I mean, I'll like Wolf Phillips says, speak your mind. I don't think it's appropriate that little kids can get on TikTok and see um, grown women um, nearly naked, and their um, OnlyFans and everything else links posted all over the place, but we can't show educational videos about wildlife. Um, yeah, that's just my 2 cents, but it's okay. They're gone now, or gone for a little bit. Scoops. I've never heard of that one. I'm sure there'll be a lot of alternatives come up out of nowhere with TikTok getting banned, or I don't even know what you'd call it. Our biggest book. I don't read a whole lot anymore. Mm, I don't know. Oh, Buck. 137, 14 point from Gunnersville, Alabama. But yeah, with TikTok, maybe that'll help us outdoor channels on YouTube and Facebook. So I've never personally had this many viewers at one time. I'm really enjoying it. So that's the only reason I'm still on here this late. Um, so maybe TikTok's doing us some good. I appreciate that, Wolf. We got a lot more coming soon. Um, so just be on the lookout. And since I've been live, I've got somewhere around 100 new subscribers on here. So that's awesome. So as long as you guys keep showing love to the channel, I'll stay on here. Short form media, yeah. So the problem with that is Instagram has reels, Facebook has reels, YouTube has shorts. So every app has their own version of TikTok, but TikTok was so huge that all the other apps were kind of getting pushed to the side over TikTok. Um, but now that it's gone or taking a break or whatever's happening, um, I think all the other apps will get their recognition they deserve. Yes, Martin, you're 100% correct. And population control for like turkeys and fawns. Predators take out most of the deer and turkeys that are killed in general. So yeah, we catch a lot of nest raiders, being raccoons, possums, skunks. So that's where this hat comes from. I love that design. Rob, no. Even if I pulled them out, they'd never grow back up. I'd have to get them surgically reattached, which will happen sooner or later. I appreciate all of those who are on here who have subscribed to the channel, though. That is awesome. We've got, we do have the hat giveaway video, so go check that out. It's a full form video. Go check it out, and I'll ship you a hat if you win. Also have a few giveaways, or a giveaway on Facebook as well. Facebook page is linked in my bio on my YouTube channel, but it is S&S Hunting and Trapping, just like the YouTube channel name. Tom J, it's all on the Facebook page. If you will go to the Facebook page, S&S Hunting and Trapping, you can follow me and shoot me a message, and we'll work something out. I'll ship it wherever you need me to. Everything but the hats is on pre-order right now, so it may take a little while to get to you, but I will definitely keep you updated. As soon as I get my LLC, which will probably be, I'm hoping Monday, I will build a website off of that, and then it'll be a direct link. But for now, we're just doing it off the Facebook page. Once I get the LLC, I'll have everything in line a little bit better. These are, my ears are stretched. It's like a oversized earring. What kind of bow is that? That is a Matthews Mission Craze. Yes, I've actually heard that same story, Martin, but with when they introduced wolves, wolves were to control the coyote and the deer population and elk and everything else. But with nobody, once they introduce an animal like that and then nobody targets those animals, of course they're just going to reproduce and it's going to be crazy. But yeah, that's just how it works. Oscar, best tip for newbie trapper. Start out slow. Go get a box cage trap from, if you have, I don't know where you're from, but if you have a Tractor Supply near you, they sell like a 2-pack. I think they're like 40 or $50. It comes with a like a 36 by 36. All right, like a 36 and a 36-inch long. It's like 12 by 12, and then it's got a smaller one for like squirrels. I am way off. Texas, yes, you should have a Tractor Supply. So go buy one of those. It'll be like a 2-pack, one big trap, one small trap. Um, Practice with the big trap. If you want to play with the small trap, not many people use them, but practice with your big trap, brushing it in. Um, Practice with different baits that work for your area. Figure out what bait works for your area. You'll catch a lot of raccoons, possums, house cats, stuff like that. Once you get a little bit better in it, check Facebook Marketplace. People are selling traps all day long on there. Then venture out. But YouTube's going to be your best friend. Um, I suggest starting out with cage traps. I still use the cage traps that I first started using. I use them on jobs every day. I've got 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 7 box cage traps set right now at houses all across this county. All for skunks right now. But yeah, if you start with those, and if you're wanting to target raccoons, go on FlemingTraps.com, buy a 6-pack of I don't know how your money is, but go on FlemingTraps.com, buy a 6-pack of dog-proof traps with ground anchors. You drive them in the ground with a anchor stake. Use those. I use cat food, and the little mini marshmallows. Mix those up, pour them in there just up to the trigger. You can put a couple pieces on top of the trigger, but use those. Those are a really good way to get started. They also sell paste bait. I'll have some of this. I'm working with a guy in Culinary, Alabama. Trying to work out a little sponsorship deal with him. But you can get some of that, put it on a stick, rub it around the rim, and then put a no, it's not morning for me. Put a little mini marshmallow on top of that, and that'll just get their sight. Use those, you'll catch raccoons all day long. I don't care what part of the country you're in. Cat food and mini marshmallows. Now they make different kinds of baits whenever you've trapped out a bunch, but cat food, mini marshmallows is my go-to. How do you use golf balls for dog-proof traps? You put a golf ball on top of the dog-proof trap. That just keeps mice out of it. I appreciate that, Scratic. Yeah, the golf ball is there for it. It's like a sight appeal. So they'll see the white golf ball, and they're a nest predator. They love eggs. So first off, they'll see that thinking it's an egg, and then they'll go knock it off, reach down in there, pow, they got the trap. But mice are bad in some areas, not so bad in other areas. I've never had a problem with mice until here recently, and yeah. Biggest wolf I caught back home was 185 pounds. Holy crap, that's a big wolf. I don't really shoot that bow on this channel. I could start if you think that's a good idea. You use snares for wolves, so we can't use land-based snares in Alabama. It's against the law. Jeremy, that is my first buck ever. So, and it's not a spike; it's a 3-point. But yes, I will European mount, anybody's first buck. I don't care. And you're talking about my ears. Brent, what's up? You're back. Yeah, dog proofs and box cage traps for beginners. 1000%. You moved from the Caribbean 8 years ago to Northeast Texas. So I'm trying to learn as much as I can when it comes to. Yeah, that's huge too. That's what a lot of people don't think about when it comes to trapping. If it does ever hit the fan, trapping will be huge. Plus, if you are like me and you really enjoy squirrel and rabbit meat, stuff like that, I mean, it's free food. Go out and catch your own food. Favorite type of pistol. So I carry a Palmetto State Armory Dagger Compact in a 9mm. It has a threaded barrel, ported slide, suppressor height night sights, and they are factory cut for RMR red dots. Carry that when I want to carry a decent size. Other than that, I keep what I call my pocket rocket. It's a Ruger LCP Max 380 double stack, polished slide, 75th anniversary stamp in the top. But yeah, the PSA Dagger Compact. It's to me it seems like a Glock 19 and a SIG P365 mixed. Thank you, Oscar. I appreciate that. Scratic, I believe most people in this chat at least did. Um, yes, sir, Jimbo. Another comment about my ears. There's a lot of those. Oh. Here in Vietnam. That's pretty cool. Brent, I mean, I wasn't planning on being on here this long, nowhere near this long, but it's doing very well. So I guess if it slows down, I'll jump off. If not, I mean, I'm good to ride out for a while. Your ED says in 1911. Yeah, yeah. Um, I enjoy 1911s. I just I'm a small build, so I keep my pocket rocket. Plus, I'm in sales, so Glock 19 Gen 5 for me. Yeah, you'd really enjoy that PSA Dagger Compact. I appreciate it, Oscar. Do I duck hunt? No, not anymore. I used to when I was a little bit younger, but that's a lot. I wouldn't mind going once or twice again, but I will never get back into it big. Um, I don't have time. Yeah. Everybody's got their own opinions, but Oscar, but Honestly, unless somebody's just tweaked out of their mind, just about anything's going to stop a human. Fox eat a lot of mice, yes. Yes, they do. I normally leave the foxes alone unless they hit a trap by accident, and if they're not busted up, if their teeth aren't busted up and stuff like that, then I'll just release them. But if it seems like it's better off for the animal, then they get dispatched. When's the next time I'll be live? I'm not sure. So I didn't really think about it with the whole TikTok thing we were talking about. But since that's going to be a ban, I may try to do every other day or something. Um, to me, it's more action than deer. Yes. I appreciate that, Black Smoke. Yeah, so Martin, we're only allowed 22 during trapping, and I'm permitted through the state of Alabama with a wildlife removal permit. With that permit, I can only carry a 22, so I keep a Henry Rough Rider, or not a Henry, a Heritage Rough Rider on my side when I'm out on the trap line. And I also carry a Savage Mark II bolt action 22 long rifle with a 3 to 9 by 40. Um, that's my squirrel sniper. How about hog hunting? I would love to go hog hunting. I've killed a few. I'm actually trying to find a couple to put in the freezer here pretty soon. Fernando, I don't know what that first thing means, and no to the second thing. Scraddick, I don't know. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday, maybe next weekend. If the audience is going to be this good, I will continue to do it. Man, Texas is eat up with wild hogs. Man, y'all just shoot them and leave them laying there. Uh, out here, I I love wild hog meat. So if I can get a pretty good one, 300 or more pounds, I'm gonna take it and get it ground into sausage and put the whole thing in the freezer. Oscar, that's awesome. That'd be a cool job to have. Those things suck to clean out, though. They are tough. Their skin's tough. Everything's tough on them. Do I have tattoos? Yes, I have 3, with more planned. Oh, they're mean. Yeah, they're really mean. Especially out there. They think they run the world out there. I like that you guys can shoot them out of helicopters and stuff. That's awesome. And out of side by sides and trucks. You guys do it different out there in Texas. On his face, nice. All mine are covered up. I've got my daughter's name and her birthday on my thigh, on my right thigh, and then a big compass on my back. Yeah, yeah. I don't know much about where you're from. I've never been out of this country. Um, I would love to do some. I would love to do some traveling. Yeah, the mange is nasty. It's I saw a coyote with it earlier on Facebook while I was scrolling. I'd like to visit Puerto Rico. I've actually talked about planning a trip to Puerto Rico. Of course, the visitors part of Puerto Rico. Italy. Italy would be cool too. Yeah, I've heard there's good spots and bad spots, but that's everywhere. I've heard I've heard it's a beautiful place to visit. My favorite song, I don't know really. I listen to all kinds of music. Yeah, I'm not sure. I like a lot of like '90s rock, and I like some country today, but a lot of country is pop now, in my opinion. Um, yeah, that Puerto Rico. I watch a YouTuber, Fanatic. I'm sure some of you have seen him. He takes trips to Puerto Rico quite often and they see all kind of cool stuff: the waterfalls, the jungle. What do I trap? So I've got a little saying whenever I go to customers' houses. Um, I'll catch anything but dogs and ex old ladies. Oscar, have you been to Alabama yet? You see where they messed up on that? It says your, or it's supposed to say your instead of my. Yeah, I've been on here for 151 minutes. That's crazy. Is that Brazil? Yeah, that's Brazil. Haven't been to Alabama yet. Well, when you do, let me know. Hello, Lolo or Loloy. I'm going to call you Lolo. Brian, what part of Alabama? I'm in North Central, about 45 minutes to an hour north of Birmingham. I'm sure you can put the puzzle pieces together. I'm not going to tell you where, but I'm about 10 minutes off of I 65. South. Okay. You got some hogs down there. hogs and turkeys and good deer and everything. You'd love it, Oscar. Big bass too. Yeah, I need to start fishing more. That one was my first buck ever, and this is my most recent buck. It's a little 8-point. That one is several years old. And Alabama fishing's fantastic. Lake Gunnersville isn't um, Lake Gunnersville isn't far. It's probably 45 minutes. Um, they've got some monster bass in Lake Gunnersville. We don't have the gar like you have out in Texas. Those gar grow ginormous in Texas. I've always wanted to go out there and bow fish for gar. Yeah, Brian, I do when I do go fishing. I normally go catfishing, um, lazy man's fishing. Catch a few and take them home, throw them in the frying pot. Oscar, I appreciate you stopping by and talking for a little bit. You haven't done line hand catfishing, yeah? Um, haven't really done line hand, but I've done a lot of trout line and bank lines. We're actually talking about doing some. Thank you, Habby Webby, and thank you, Lolo. Um, we're actually talking about doing some bank lines for snapping turtles this year. I think that'd be, I think that'd be pretty cool. Jazz, I've been told that before. I've got some friends, and I'm a big Mac Miller fan. I've got some friends in Pensacola, Florida. They actually call me Mac Miller. Um, I went on a snapper trip this summer, but I didn't video because I wasn't really doing YouTube like I am now. Um, man, if you haven't tried gator tail, you don't know what you're missing. I love gator tail. Yeah, we did a big snapper and grouper trip this summer, but I wasn't doing YouTube like I am now, so we didn't video it. We got some pictures. They're over on the Facebook page too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Fried gator tail. Oh yeah. You don't know what you're missing. If I ever get on a gator trip, I'll be putting that whole bad boy in the freezer. At least the tail. I've heard the whole thing's good, but it's almost like a greasy dark meat chicken. It's like greasy dark meat chicken. Very good with like a ranch or like a chicken finger sauce. Oh, they're so good. I don't do life advice. Um, I'm not good with that. I can give you tips on hunting, trapping, stuff like that. That's it. Cars, trucks. Amen, sir. Hey, I appreciate it, Doug. We're on the road to 1,000, trying to get as many as possible. Getting close. Also, for the people who weren't here when I talked about it earlier, I do have a giveaway video for 2 Richardson 112 hats. So one will be this Columbia blue color with my logo on it, and one will be a Crooked Creek Workshop. He is the guy that makes all of our merch. So go join that video giveaway. It's on the channel. You can also go to my Facebook page, S&S Hunting and Trapping, just like the YouTube channel name. We've got another hat giveaway there. Yeah, go check those out. I'll ship you a free hat. Oscar, I bet Puerto Rican food is pretty good. Oh yeah, yeah. Doe meat's way better. Best meat you can get off a deer is like a little button head buck or a doe straight out of the spots. If she ain't got spots, buster. Won't get much meat, but it'll be the best meat. Yeah, that's what we were talking about just a second ago. Third World Wonder. It sucks that it's banned, but it's given YouTube the recognition it deserves. Man, I bet that's good. Golly. I bet there wasn't a whole lot left of it, was there? Brian, it depends on the target animal. Deer hunting 243, mostly. Oh no, I was talking about the Puerto Rican food. Canes, we don't have canes around here. I'm sure there's one somewhere, maybe Birmingham, but I haven't had speckled. I've had maybe I have. I've had sea trout and I've had rainbow trout. Are speckled? No, speckled's not saltwater, is it? I think the ones we caught were. I know we caught white trout, and then I think the other ones were spotted trout, maybe. Oh, is there not? Yeah, I don't recall ever having one here. We've got Guthrie's where I'm from. That stuff is good. I've never had brown trout either. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, there's a Canes in Mobile. Man, I wouldn't eat those gar. Yeah, that crappie, he was either 2 pounds or just over. What's up, Bryce? Started in Texas, hoping to end up in Alaska. Yeah, that'd be cool. I don't know how true it is, but I've heard that the government will pay you to live in Alaska in certain parts. I can't sell that bow. I don't know how much they go for anymore. Yeah, it's super cold up there. So I got that one from a local hunting store um, years and years ago. Uh, He's not a big chain, so it's just the one store here. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, it's gonna get down to like 14 degrees here next week, and I don't know what to think about it. Me too. Why don't you throw one of them pizzas in the oven? Yeah, it's probably not gonna happen. So did it not snow there wherever you're at in Texas last week? It snowed here last week. Man, that sucks. I don't like places that it snows all the time, but like one good snow a year, that's pretty cool. Which we'll go a few years without getting any snow, and then we'll get a pretty big snow one year, and then another few years nothing. Yeah, well, it just depends on what part of Texas you're in. Hi, Christina. It's a giant buck in your profile picture. Um, it depends on what part of Alabama you go to. There's some places that aren't cool to be, but really, North Alabama is pretty cool. It's just woods and hills and trees and southern hospitality, good food, a lot of churches. I'm in North Central, so I'm about probably hour and 15, hour and 20 from the Tennessee line. Not much traffic. That's a big selling point for a lot of people. Brando, I have only ever found one shed, and it was during turkey season last year, and I can get it down. It was a small one, and it was a very, very old one. I've never went out shed hunting. I would really enjoy going shed hunting. I may actually try it this year, but I'll get that really quick. The rats and the squirrels um, had already gotten to this one before I found it, but I just stumbled upon it during turkey season. Oh, yeah, this one I'm surprised it's held together, but it is a very old, very chewed up antler. You can see that it's almost paper thin. Um, yeah, I want to go. I want to go shed hunting this year. Shed hunting is when after deer season, once it starts to get a little warmer, um, the deer will lose their antlers for the summertime, and then they grow them back in the fall, late summer and fall, and they call them sheds. So that is what a shed is. Pretty cool. The people that are good at shed hunting find a lot of really cool sheds. Um, I personally have never been shed hunting, but yeah, like I said, I found that one spring of 2024 turkey hunting. Hello, Jenny. Brando, you found a 12-point pair. That's awesome. My favorite hunting rifle. Depends on what we're shooting. My favorite rifle that I own right now is probably my 6.5 Creedmoor. It's a Ruger American with a Magpul stock, Vortex. It's got like a 4 to 24, I think, about 50 millimeter. My bow is 60 pounds. You found a drop tine on the rack. That's sick. Yeah, yeah. So we call it shed. We call them sheds because they just shed their antlers off for the year, and then they grow them back. A lot of people don't know that deer do that. Hoyt Super Slam Intruder. Have I killed anything with my bow? No, that's a little salty over that one. So I've never actually killed anything with my bow. Um, Nobody close to me bow hunts except for one of my friends, and he's a freak of nature. He's good at everything he does. Um, but I've shot at two deer, and the last one I shot at, I barely grazed his back. I should have never shot at him. I was only good up to like 40 yards. I'd never shot anything past that, and that buck was standing at like 52, I think it was, and I grazed his back just enough to get hair in the broadhead, not even enough to open it. And then a week later, my dad shot it with his rifle once opening weekend of rifle season started. The other one, I just flat out missed. My bass PR, probably that guy. I don't know, 5 pounds and something. Any tips on fish traps? I would. I think they're perfectly legal. I know I will be. I will be buying some crawfish traps once it warms up a little bit. I'll be doing that. I really love crawfish. You can catch a lot of minnows and like small bluegill and stuff in those. Mostly bait, you know. I've thought about trapping in fish traps and crawfish traps, a bunch of small little bait fish, and using them, freezing them, and using them for raccoon bait. You use dog food, yeah. Yeah, I've used dog food and I've used bread. I've used cheese, and then like just cut pieces of meat and stuff like that. Ham bones work really good for crawfish. They stop playing with this thing before I break it. I don't. I'm not scared of snakes. I don't mess with them. Yes, that is my first buck ever, and that's my most recent. It's something to eat. I don't want to cook that other tonight. Too late. I don't want to cook that other tonight. It's too late. Oh. Uh, Deer. Depends on the animal you're talking about. If you're talking about a deer, first time, I'd say the first time's probably pretty difficult. I've been doing it for so long though. Once it's hung up, I can have them fully skinned and quartered in the cooler in about 15, 20 minutes. I don't like to quarter deer anymore though. I'd rather pay the $20 processing fee and have them get all the rib meat and everything else out. Seems more beneficial for the money. But if you process your own meat and you want to quarter one up, for if there's several reasons you'd want to, but first one you're probably gonna hack up. We'll be honest. Yeah, I mean it just takes practice, just like everything else. But in my personal opinion, if it's hot out, I will I will knock the guts out of them and then take them to the processor, fill them full of ice, bags of ice. You can put ice up in their cavity and keep them cooled down pretty good until you get to the processor. If it's cold out, I'll take them whole. I'll pay the extra little fee. Less work, more meat. It sounds like a win-win to me. Hello, AU. Oh, crappie are probably slamming right now where I'm at. If you can stand to be on the water right now, I guarantee you'd be catching crappie. Why not process myself? So I've processed my own before. I still can if I wanted to. Just I don't know. I'd rather just pay somebody to do it at this point in my life. What do you trap? I'm a trapper out of Utah. Everything but dogs and ex-old ladies. Do I load? If you're talking about reloads, no. Yeah, our basic processing fee, Doug, is $85, and then they charge typically a $15 to $20 like gut and skinning fee. So, I mean, by the time I'm paying $85, I might as well go ahead and give them a $100 bill and not have to worry about gutting them and doing away with the guts and stuff like that. Hello, Carlos. No, I don't reload my own ammo. I would like to eventually get into that, just to be more self-sufficient, like you said earlier. But right now, I don't. If I fired one caliber all the time, I would definitely reload. But I fire a lot of different calibers. You take one round for the rest of your life, 308 or 30-06. Probably a 308. It's got enough knockdown power for what I need. If I gotta make headshots are gonna be a lot easier with a 308 anyway. You're not gonna ruin as much meat with a 308. 30-06 just knocks a big hole in everything it hits. I've got a 30-06 and I don't use it. I hunt for meat. Of course, I'm gonna shoot the biggest buck I possibly can, but I do hunt for meat. I like a long range flat shooting round, and 308 is almost exactly that. There's a lot of bullet drop in a 30-06. I am from the South. I'm from Alabama. What about you, Mohammed? You talking about 7.62 by 39? .7.62 by 39. That is AK-47 SKS. 7 .62 by 63 is the same thing as a 30-06. So the M1 Garand, I believe, fired a 7.62 by 63. 7.62 by 39 is going to be your AK-47 and your SKS round. Reliable. Not the flattest shooting in the world, but very reliable. In a you know what hits the fan situation, 7.62 by 39 would be a fantastic round. Because why shoot around the car when you can shoot through the car? um, if I had a military job, that would be it. I do not though. I've played with enough, and that at 6.5 Creedmoor is a pretty much a sniper rifle, I guess. I guess you consider it a sniper rifle. It's a full Magpul stock, nice glass sitting on top, bipod. I've got a sniper mat I roll out for it. It stacks about a half-inch group at 100. Oh wow! I've only broken one bone that I consider a bone. I broke the radial cap off my arm here and dislocated my elbow, but I have fractured my skull here playing baseball, and just about all my fingers and knuckles have been broken, but I don't count those. 6.5 Creedmoor is a fantastic round, just not for knockdown power. They're a fantastic flat shooting, long range caliber. So my best friend's got a 6mm arc. He just got it, so we're gonna compare, I guess. Basically, a 6.5 Creedmoor shrunk down into a AR-15 platform instead of being an AR-10. It's kind of the best way I can describe it. I appreciate it. There is a dog outside going crazy. I personally have never caught a smallmouth. I've seen people catch them. I have not, though. Yeah, they seem like a largemouth and a crappie mix to me from the fights that I've seen. They seem like they've got the size of a largemouth, but the freaking attitude of a crappie. Best pound for pound fight you can get. Yeah, that sounds fun. Like a giant bluegill, I guess. All right, can you hear me now? Somebody comment and tell me if you can hear me. Good. So we're talking about doing like a once a month or maybe a little more, twice a month, something like a podcast deal almost, where me and my friend, we just make like an hour long video of us just sitting around talking, maybe invite a special guest or a friend or whatever over, different friend, different person over next uh, each time. What do you guys think about that? Like an hour long video posted on the channel once or twice a month. If it blows up, we'll just keep doing it more and more. You think that you think that's a good idea, or just talking about hunting and trapping and um, ammo, rifles, motorcycles, four wheelers, trucks, all the guy stuff? Is that something you guys be interested in? And of course, in the I appreciate that. And of course, in the full form videos, not on the lives, I can show the rifles and shotguns and handguns. I can't show them on live. YouTube doesn't allow that, which is okay. But on the full length videos, I could show our little builds and stuff. Hello, you love AK? Me too. Me too. I don't have one right now. I'm a big SKS fan too. Um, Unfortunately, I don't have either one right now. I just got rid of my last SKS not long ago um, to help fund my AR-15 build, and now I'm kind of regretting that. So I would like to find a Kalashnikov for a decent price. Yeah, we would have a little. If we do that, we'll have little sections, like 10-minute sections, talking about one topic. Next 10 minutes, another topic, maybe 15 minutes, whatever. But we would talk about the like the weather changes and what's going on with the critters at that certain time. Coyotes, like right now, coyotes all over the U.S. They all breed at the same time, which is very interesting. They all breed during January and February every year. They don't go off the weather. So all year or all across the U.S., they're all breeding at the same time, which I've always thought was interesting. So um, right now they're hooking up and building dens, getting ready to drop some pups. So we go over what kind of calls to use for them at the certain uh, period of the year. Um, just stuff like that. PC Outdoors, what's up, man? The bow, that is a Matthews Mission Craze, 60-pound draw. Not much to tell about a bow. It's a good little bow. Yeah, so Dirt Road Rambler, a lot of people think that they can just go out and use the same tactics all year long in any spot. They think if this guy's catching them in Texas doing it this way, then I can catch them this way in Texas or in New York the same way he's doing it just because he saw a YouTube video about it. That's just simply not the case. The animals could be doing something different from this county to the next county. It's you just always got to figure out what the animal's doing. You always have to study the animal. I'm big on knowing as much as I possibly can about each different species so I can know what's going on inside their minds, what they're thinking. Um, he said, "Hey, you leave Texas out of it." I'm really big on figuring out a lot of useless information about all the different animals, so I can know why they are doing what they're doing at the specific time of the year. Um, but yeah, you really gotta to fully know what you're doing. You really got to do a lot of research, um, and none of us know it all. Um, I catch myself googling stupid stuff about animal behavior, um, and why this specific animal did this and why it acted like this. Um, just a, the more you can get up here, the better. This is the most valuable thing you can gain. Anything inside your brain is the most valuable thing. You can go out and buy the best traps and not know how to use them, and then you're stuck with nothing. Just like that skunk call I just did. Um, well, I didn't just do it. I'm still on the skunk call. I told the lady today is Saturday. I told her Thursday. I said we're gonna leave the traps there for a few more days. I said with the cold snap coming in Sunday, those skunks are gonna get up and move Friday and Saturday. Boom! Guess what? Friday night, had to go take care of a skunk. Saturday morning, had to go take care of a skunk. I just got a text message just a few minutes ago saying she thinks there's one in the traps. So uh, you just got to know what they're doing and why at what point of the time, at what point of the year. Um, you'll get a long way doing that. They know that cold weather's coming before we know it. The meteorologists can't be as good as the animals. Geese and ducks tell you a lot. All birds will. Crows will tell you a tremendous amount. If you read, if you ever get time, just go on Google and read about crow behavior. Crows are one of the most intelligent creatures we have. Um, listening to the blue jays, deer hunting. Um, if you find the blue jays, you're going to find the deer. I'm a firm believer in that. Blue jays diet is mainly consisted of acorns. So you find the blue jays squawking, you're going to find the deer. Just like sitting in your stand and hearing a squirrel bark out of nowhere. That squirrel's barking because something bigger than him's coming. Yep. It's a little secret I'm putting out on here. Yep, you find the blue jays squawking, you're going to find the acorns, and whenever you find the acorns, you're going to find the deer. Yeah, that's why you need to do the podcast. Yeah, we can share some good stuff. We can also goof off a lot too, so it could be highly entertaining, or it could be a bust. You never know. I'm not good at reading YouTube algorithm. I'm just good at filming what we're good at doing. Do I ever hunt moose? No, I wish I could. We don't have moose in Alabama. It would be amazing to be able to take a moose, big bull, have to dedicate a whole wall to him, but I would be so down. Where am I hunting? I hunt North Alabama. And anywhere else I'm invited to. I mean, I'm not saying that like rudely or anything, but I would gladly come anywhere and hunt whatever. Yeah, we're in USA. Sand Mountain? No, I'm not in Sand Mountain. I don't hunt ducks. I would, but I would never get back deep into it. I used to hunt ducks pretty heavily, but I don't ever want to get big into duck hunting again. Duck hunting is very time consuming. Yeah, moose are huge. Our Canadian friend that was in here, he could probably tell you. Got robins in Missouri already. I guess they're moving back up. I'm not sure what that means. Hunting fish Chesapeake Bay. There's big moose, Canadian moose. Oh yeah, there's Martin. Oh, I guess they're flying back north already. Dirt road. Is that what you're saying? So we're getting a big Arctic blast going from like Texas all the way to the Carolinas. So that may be why. Um, yeah, this year's kind of confusing because the big Arctic blasts that are hitting the south, I'm not sure what it's going to do to anything. Um, I'm scared the birds are going to try to move back north too early, but I don't know. Not sure. I know it's got all the animals confused around here. We can't. It's hard to catch anything right now unless we know exactly where they're at. Like the skunks under the houses, we're wearing them out, but we know that they're we know that they're under those houses, and we know they've got to come out. So um, they're either going to come out or they're going to starve. So they've got one of two options, and I think they'll just come out. That's a much better option. A lot of ducks pushed out, and a lot of ducks are north. It's like split, trying to dodge the storms. Yeah, it's the weather's doing some wacky stuff this year. No, we don't have black bear here either. We have the occasional move through, and that's it. They just move on through. Yeah, there's some wacky stuff going on with the weather this year. I'm not sure. I'm not a very big conspiracy theorist, but if I was, we could probably have a fun time. Yeah, ours can't either. So we went from snow and freezing rain and ice uh, like a week ago to it was like almost 60 degrees here today, and then tomorrow it's going to be like 15 for another week. So it's like I'm cool with either one as long as it stays. But this is how people get sick. Big fluctuations in the weather like that. And it's got the critters all acting crazy, so it's like I've heard a lot about the polar tilt. Um, I haven't really looked into it yet, so I can't really put my 2 cents in. But like the poles shifted, is that what you're talking about? I've heard something about the poles shifting, and it's throwing everything off. Which, again, I haven't looked into it myself. So, you have a good day too. I appreciate you stopping by. That's interesting. Yeah, I haven't looked a whole lot into that. I'll I'll do some research on it. That way I'm 18 degrees. Wow. And then I'll have something more to talk about on the next live. Yeah, you're exactly correct, Oscar. Um, yeah, that goes back to like how the natives used to do it. Um, you just got to figure out what they're doing, and you got to spend a lot of time thinking about them and thinking like them. Yeah, Martin, that's kind of odd that you say that too, because we've got all of the cold this year. A lot more than normal. I'll say that. That's really interesting, Oscar. If you study their behavior and their beliefs, you can find out a lot of interesting things that still apply to today. Their laws as well, laws, I guess. Um, it's almost unbeatable. Their beliefs are almost spot on. I'll be right back. Nobody leave. All right, I'm back. Um, going to stick on here for probably another 5-ish minutes. So if anybody has any questions, any topics, feel free to throw them in there really quick. Let's see. Trying to read back on the comments. He said warm, 9 degrees. Warm for me is 80. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I like a good crisp 65. If it stays 65 all year round, I'd be okay. -10. Yeah, that's a little much for me. Um, Dirt Road Rambler. That's a good question. I'll talk to him more about it tomorrow. We may even film one tomorrow, and then just hold it till next week sometime. We may try our first one tomorrow, and I may go live again tomorrow night. This is you guys are killing it, so I don't want to get off, but it's almost midnight, and I've been on here for 212 minutes, so. But you guys haven't slacked up yet, so I've not really had a reason to get off. Anyways, like I said, I'm gonna get off here in just a few more minutes. I appreciate it, Julie, but you guys stick around till I leave. But just to remind everybody, who hasn't been here this whole time, I do have a Facebook page. It's called S&S Hunting and Trapping, just like the just like the YouTube channel. We do daily updates on there. We post all kind of stuff. You can see all the critters we catch. You can see all the giveaways, all the merch drops, all the big plans, stuff like that. I appreciate that. Teal Dirt Road Rambler. I'm not sure. You can turn your post notifications on, click the bell. But if you'll go over to the Facebook page, follow that. We're almost at 1,000 there. That's really the goal. We've been trying to get to 1,000 there and 1,000 here for quite some time. But we've got a hat giveaway. We're giving away one of the exclusive. We've made the Columbia Blues exclusive to giveaways only. So we're giving away one of these and one of these. They're both Richardson. Well, this one's not. They're both Richardson 112s, and this is the guy who makes all of our merch. But yeah, we're giving away both of these. It's around $50 to $60 value in the video giveaway on YouTube. And then over on the Facebook page, we're going to give away another one of these. I mean, it's all free. There's nothing. You pay for nothing. I'll pay for shipping if, of course, most of you people aren't local. So I'm going to have to ship them all. But go check out our Facebook page. We've got giveaways on there. We've got giveaways on here. Because when I was not growing up, we didn't really, internet wasn't huge. But like my teenage years, YouTubers, everybody used to do giveaways and stuff. And I don't know what stopped that, if it was part of the COVID stuff or what, but we're trying to bring that giveaway stuff back. We'll always have giveaways. If anybody's local to Alabama, we're going to be doing the World Deer Expo. We're going to set up a booth there. We're going to have a huge giveaway there. Of course, it'll be free. We are monetized on Facebook, so we'll never ask for tips or anything like that, but we're monetized on there to where you can send stars on our live videos on there or on any of our videos on there. All of that will go straight back into camera equipment, microphones like this one, stuff to provide more videos, more giveaways, stuff like that. So go check out the Facebook page. If you're not subscribed here, please subscribe here. Check out our full-length videos. It looks like I'm going to start doing more lives since the TikTok ban. But yeah, really enjoyed talking to everybody tonight. Met some cool people. I don't have a merch page, Oscar. It's all on the Facebook right now. But if you'll follow the Facebook page and shoot me a message and just say you're Oscar from YouTube, we'll work something out. That goes for anybody. If you're from the YouTube, follow the page, shoot me a message, let me know you're from YouTube. If you want some merch, we'll figure something out that way. But until I get my LLC, that'll probably be Monday, hopefully. Once I get the LLC, I'll create a website, an official website to do merch and everything else. So until then, it'll all be on the Facebook Messenger, Facebook page, whatever. Yeah, Oscar, make you a Facebook page. Come join. Julie, if you want to shoot me an email, my email's in the channel. If you don't have a Facebook, you can go to my YouTube channel, and yeah, my email's on there. So you can go on there and shoot me an email. Oscar, yeah, we'll figure something out. Oscar, yeah, definitely shoot me an email, or if you create a Facebook page, shoot me a message on there too. I need to go on here and fix something really quick. I'll stay with you guys until then. Yeah, Dirt Road. I'm probably gonna try to go live tomorrow night too. If I had to guess, I would say around 6 or 7 p.m. Central. Should be a full-length video coming out probably Monday, maybe tomorrow, probably Monday. I need to get on a better schedule. Oscar, absolutely. We'll figure something out, buddy. All right, everybody have a good night. We'll see you soon.